Let me begin with a question. If I told you there is a hidden treasure lying just beyond your pillow, waiting for you, but you might miss it simply because you close your eyes again, would you open your eyes, shake yourself awake, and seize it? My dear brothers and sisters, today I invite you to discover that hidden treasure, the Barakah of the morning, a gift from your Lord, and why sleeping after Fajr might mean walking away from this treasure without even realizing it. Allah says, "And Isa had made the night and the day two signs. Then he erased the sign of the night and made the sign of the day visible." Zal Israel 17 and 12. From between those signs, he gives to whoever he wills the gift of light, clarity, mercy, guidance. The dawn is not just a shift in the sun, it is a shift in the heavens. It is a sacred window. And it is in that stillness, after the recitation of Fajr, that the angels descend, that the doors of mercy are flung open, and that hearts are more malleable to his whispered guidance. And yet, how many of us, having completed Fajr, return to our beds, enveloped by the warmth of sleep, and lose contact with that sacred moment? We drift away from a time thirsting for our presence, a time alive with possibility. So today, let us awaken, not just our bodies but our spirits, to the secret of morning Barakah. Let us understand why sleeping after Fajr is more than a missed nap. It is a missed opportunity with our Lord. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I want you to close your eyes, not for sleep, but for reflection. Imagine the world in that silent moment between night and dawn. The moon still lingers, the stars have not yet conceded, the hush is deeper than any other time. In that stillness, your heart feels lighter, more open, more attentive. You sense something waiting for you. A gift, a mercy, a whisper from your Lord. This is the secret of morning Barakah. And if after Fajr you choose to return to sleep, you may walk away from something far greater than a few minutes of rest. When the adhan calls, your heart moves you to your feet. You step into prayer. You stand before Allah in humility, in need, in hope. You feel yourself small but connected. You taste the sweetness of submission, of dropping all weight from your shoulders, of lifting your hands in honest supplication. That moment is sacred. But too often, that moment is the last moment of attentiveness before slumber steals your soul. What happens in the moments after Fajr if you stay awake? The light changes. The angels descend. The veils thin. The heavens lean closer. The world is not yet noisy. You are not yet distracted. Your heart is not yet crowded. Your mind is not yet overrun. In those minutes, your silence is heard. Your due has space. Your presence matters. But if you sleep, you miss. You miss the chance to linger, to whisper your dreams, your fears, your hopes to Allah. You miss the chance to open your palms, to let mercy fall through them. You miss the chance to taste peace before the day drags you into worry. We often think sleep is innocent. Just 10 more minutes, we say. But those 10 minutes might be the difference between walking into your day with a heart anchored in remembrance or wandering through hours seeking a footing. Those 10 minutes might be the difference between Barakah filling your work or emptiness that no effort can fill. Let me share something. When you break the chain and remain awake, even in weakness, even drowsy, the sky responds. You begin to notice that small shifts of mercy. You find a clarity in your decisions. You find peace in your chaos. You feel support you didn't ask for, but find. You feel that perhaps Allah was waiting for you in those moments exactly because you were willing to remain. What do you do in that time? Some words, some silence. A verse or two. A dua in the softness of the dawn. A moment to breathe, a moment to choose. A moment to align your day with your purpose before your day begins demanding you. It need not be perfect. It need not be long. It only needs to be honest. You may rise out of habit, out of fear, or out of discomfort. That is okay, but slowly, gently nudge your intention. Tell your heart, today I will not sleep after Fajr. Today I will stay, even when I don't feel like it. Over time, your heart will grow to love that stay. It will anticipate that pause. It will crave that opening. You see, Barakah is not limited. Allah is generous. He does not ration mercy, but He gives mercy where someone shows longing. He gives guidance where someone seeks. He gives peace where someone remains. He gives light to those who awake. If every morning you chose to stay, to sit, to plant your soul before the world plants its demands, you would find that your day no longer chases you. You move through it. The heart is not frantic. The mind is not scattered. The purpose remains. Do not let slumber be your first act after connection. Do not let comfort steal your communion. Do not let the pillow become a barrier between you and your Lord. Begin again tomorrow. Stand in prayer. Sit a while. Let your heart be present. Let your due be heard. Let your soul catch the first rays of mercy and walk into your day held. May your mornings be blessings. May your heart rise. May your life be enveloped in barakah always. Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Have you ever noticed how the soul feels different in the morning? There's something unique about the air right after Fajr. It's quiet but not empty. It's peaceful but not lifeless. There's a strange fullness in the silence. You can almost feel that the world is breathing again, that the sky is awake, and that everything around you is whispering His name. And yet, how many of us, after tasting that sweetness, close our eyes again and slip back into sleep? We think we are only sleeping. But what we lose in that moment is not only time, it is Barakah. It is that unseen blessing that could have changed the entire rhythm of our day, that could have filled our hours with ease, and our hearts with quiet strength. There's something subtle that happens when we sleep after Fajr. We turn away from a moment of invitation. Allah had just called us. He had just chosen us to stand before Him while most of the world was unaware. He had just allowed us to witness light being born again, to witness the sky turning from darkness to dawn, a reminder of how He brings life after death, hope after despair, faith after doubt. And in that sacred window, right after you say your last task, the heart has a choice to remain awake and draw closer, or to turn away and drift back into forgetfulness. The heart is like a mirror. In the early hours, it is still clean from the dust of the day. It's untouched, unburdened. When you sit with it after Fajr, you are sitting with a pure heart. You can hear it better. You can feel your prayers more deeply. You can sense His presence more clearly. But when you sleep again, you cover it too soon. You let the light fade before it can fully enter. There's something very special about the way Allah designed the morning. It's not an accident that Fajr comes when it does. It's not random that the Prophet I prayed for Barakah in the early hours. Because that time is the foundation of your day. And if the foundation is neglected, the entire structure of your life becomes unstable. When you stay awake after Fajr, even if just for a few minutes, you are setting an intention for your soul. You are saying, Ya Allah, I choose you before the world. I choose reflection before distraction. I choose light before sleep. And Allah responds, He places blessing where there was emptiness. He brings clarity where there was confusion. He replaces heaviness with lightness. But when we sleep again, we unknowingly close the door to that flow of mercy. We block the rain that was meant to fall upon our hearts. We miss the moment when the angels roam the earth, seeking gatherings of remembrance, blessing the homes where His name is mentioned. We lose the quiet conversations we could have had with our Creator before our minds became clouded with worldly noise. Think about it. That time when everyone else is asleep is when the heart feels safest. There are no expectations, no noise, no rush. Just you and Allah. The Quran even describes it as a time when the recitations witnessed. Witnessed by who? By the angels, by the heavens, by Allah Himself. The Prophet A would remain awake after Fajr, remembering Allah until sunrise. And those moments gave him peace that no amount of sleep could give. Because Barakah doesn't come from rest. It comes from alignment, from being in tune with divine timing, from being awake when the soul is meant to awaken. We think we are tired, that we need more sleep. But sometimes what we really need is not more sleep. We need more meaning. The fatigue we feel isn't only physical, it's spiritual. And sleeping after Fajr doesn't restore that kind of exhaustion. Only light can. Only connection can. When you sleep after Fajr, you might wake up later feeling groggy, restless, or even heavy. You might wonder why the day feels unproductive, why you feel off balance, or why anxiety creeps in easily. And often the answer lies in how you began your day. You began it by turning away from light. But when you stay awake, you walk into your day carrying a lamp inside you. It's not about forcing yourself into perfection. It's not about never feeling sleepy again. It's about valuing that sacred window even a little. Maybe you can't stay awake for an hour, but what about 10 minutes? 10 minutes of sitting by your window, watching the horizon shift from indigo to gold. 10 minutes of quiet remembrance. 10 minutes of whispering your hopes, your fears, your gratitude. That 10 minutes might hold the barakah that your entire day needs. Sometimes the greatest shift happens not when you add more to your life, but when you stop subtracting what matters most. Every time you go back to sleep after Fajr, you subtract a piece of your connection. But every time you stay awake, even once a week, even once a month, you add light back into your life. There will be days when it feels difficult, when your eyes sting and your body aches. But remember, Barakah doesn't come to the comfortable. It comes to the consistent. It comes to the one who struggles but still tries. The one who says, "La Allah, I am weak, but I am here." And over time something shifts. You start to feel anticipation for that hour. You begin to long for the silence that once felt strange. You realize that the stillness after Fajr isn't empty. It's full of mercy, full of meaning, full of Allah's presence. And that presence begins to fill your days too. The secret of morning Barakah is that it transforms not only your schedule but your heart. It gives you more time not by adding hours but by adding angst, meaning to them. It gives you energy not by extending your sleep but by awakening your soul. It gives you clarity not by removing your problems but by illuminating the path through them. So, the next time you finish Fajr and your body longs for the bed, pause. Just pause. Remind yourself this moment will not come again. The sky will never look exactly like this again. This is your chance to sit with your Lord as the world sleeps. To receive what others are too tired to seek. To begin your day not with exhaustion, but with remembrance. And if you can manage that even once, even briefly, you will understand what the Prophet A meant when he prayed for Barakah in the mornings. You will feel the difference between a day that is merely lived and a day that is blessed. The secret is simple, but powerful. Do not sleep through your blessing. The dawn is calling, the angels are descending, your heart is waiting, and your Lord is near. There is something deeply spiritual about the silence that follows Fajr. The world is still, the streets are empty. The noise of life has not yet begun. And in that stillness, there is a kind of peace that can't be found anywhere else. It is as if time itself pauses, just for a moment, to let your soul breathe. The heart softens, the air feels lighter, and the distance between you and your Creator seems to fade. It's in that fragile golden silence that the secret of Barakah hides, waiting for those who remain awake to find it. After Fajr, the sky begins to blush. Darkness slowly withdraws, and light begins to stretch across the earth. That transition is not just something that happens in the sky. It's something meant to happen inside you. The darkness of your heart, the heaviness of yesterday, the fatigue of your struggles, all of it is meant to fade with the night. And the light of dawn is meant to enter softly, quietly, bringing renewal. That is what morning Barakah is. Renewal. It's the unseen blessing that fills your heart with clarity, your mind with focus, and your day with purpose. But to receive it, you must stay awake long enough to let it in. You must be still enough to feel it, present enough to recognize it. And this is where most of us fall short. We pray Fajr, our hearts tremble for a moment, and then we turn back to the comfort of our beds. We think we are resting, but in reality, we are turning away from a conversation that had just begun. Allah wakes you up for Fajr not to burden you, but to bless you. It's not just a command, it's a calling. A call to meet Him at a time when the world is quiet, when your heart is open, when nothing distracts you. And right after that sacred meeting, when you've just stood before the Lord of the worlds, that is not the time to walk away. That is the time to linger. That is the time to sit with Him a little longer. That is the time to let your soul absorb what your body just performed. The early hours of the morning hold secrets that the later hours cannot offer. The Prophet A prayed for Barakah in the morning for his ummah. And Barakah means more than just blessing. It means increase. An increase in goodness, in peace, in time, in clarity, in light. It means that Allah places more within what seems small. He places abundance in what seems little. And that's what happens to a person who remains awake after Fajr. Their hours seem longer, their work feels easier, and their heart feels lighter. They are moving with Barakah. But the one who sleeps after Fajr wakes up to a world already rushing, already loud, already heavy. They feel behind before they even begin. The peace of the morning is gone. The clarity has evaporated. The soul feels restless and tired, no matter how long the sleep. Because sleep does not restore what heedlessness drains. Only remembrance does. There is something profoundly healing about the act of staying awake after Fajr, not in a forced or rigid way, but in a soft, conscious way. You sit with yourself. You recite a verse or two. You whisper Dhikr quietly. You let your thoughts settle. You breathe slowly. You begin your day not by rushing into it, but by grounding yourself in the one who controls it. That is not Barakah. It's not loud. It's not dramatic. It's gentle. It's the kind of peace that enters quietly but stays with you all day. In those early moments, Allah opens doors of guidance that you might not find later. Ideas come to you. Solutions appear. The heaviness that sat in your chest the night before begins to ease. You start to see things clearly, not because the world changed, but because you did. That's the subtle miracle of morning Barakah. It doesn't just change your day, it changes your perception. It changes your heart. And maybe that's why the early morning feels so sacred. Because it's not about how much you do, but who you become. The one who stays awake after Fajr becomes calmer, more anchored, more aware. They begin their day with Allah, and that remembrance echoes through every task, every meeting, every challenge. They carry light in their speech, gentleness in their actions, and patience in their trials. They are not just productive, they are peaceful. It's easy to underestimate what happens in that small window of time. It seems so ordinary, so quiet, so uneventful. But in the unseen world, everything is moving. Angels are recording, dews are rising, blessings are descending, the heart is soft, ready to receive. And yet, many of us let that window close while we sleep. We tell ourselves, I'll wake up early tomorrow, or I'll try again next week. But each dawn that passes is a gift that never returns. Every sunrise is different. Every Fajr is a chance for your heart to begin again. A chance to heal what the night broke, to renew what the world drained, to reconnect with the one who never leaves. Maybe you're someone who struggles with sleep or who finds it hard to stay awake. That's okay. This is not about perfection, it's about effort. Even a few moments of presence count. Even 5 minutes of reflection after Fajr can open your heart in ways you didn't expect. Because Allah looks at your sincerity, not your duration. He looks at the effort, not the outcome. You don't need to be sitting for hours, just be awake in those moments. Awake not only physically, but spiritually. Awake to the presence of Allah. Awake to gratitude. Awake to possibility. Awake to yourself. Try this tomorrow after Fajr. Don't rush to your bed. Sit near a window. Watch the sky change colors. Whisper your thanks for the simple gift of being alive. Ask Allah for what your heart longs for. And just stay, even for a short while. You will feel something shift. The silence will begin to speak. The air will feel alive. You'll realize that this stillness, this peace, is what you were always searching for. When you begin your day with light, the darkness of the world cannot consume you. When you begin your day with remembrance, the noise of the world cannot overwhelm you. And when you begin your day awake, truly awake, you carry that wakefulness into everything you do. The morning is a secret between you and Allah. It's His invitation to you, quiet, constant, gentle. Every dawn whispers, come back to me. And every time you choose to stay awake, you are saying, I'm here, Ya Allah, I haven't forgotten. And that, perhaps, is the greatest barakah of all. To be remembered by the one you remember. To begin your day held in His light. To walk through your hours with His peace. To carry within you a dawn that never ends. My beloved, the dawn does not summon us in vain. The one who woke you for Fajr has, in His infinite wisdom, prepared for you a banquet of mercy, clarity, and guidance. Do not turn your back on that banquet because you long for a few more moments of sleep. Today, make a decision. When the adhan calls, obey. When the prayer ends, awaken, holy mind and heart to the morning. Enter into that hidden treasure. Let the light of morning shape your day, your heart, your destiny. Let me leave you with a final thought. There is a beauty in beginning your day before the world has begun. There is a blessing in those moments of silence when the rest of creation lies asleep, waiting for you to choose to stand. Seize it. Do not let the pillow steal your destiny. May Allah grant us the strength to rise, to remain awake, to be present, and to draw from Him the barakah of every dawn. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.